All right, Harmony Science Academy students, welcome back to another video. We're going to go ahead and continue our study of polynomials. Okay, definitely don't take it for granted. The better you get at it, the better you are as a complete math student. Okay, ready for whatever college or whatever your future requires of you, mathematically speaking. Okay, so this is good. And if it's easy, great. But look for those areas where you can get better. Okay. Again, Zig Ziglar, right? What does he tell us? If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you're determined to learn, no one can stop you. Okay? So, again, who are you pointing the finger at? As soon as there's a failing grade, a bad situation, who do you point the finger at? Is it somebody else or is it yourself? Okay? As far as vocabulary, that's very important here. It's going to be perfect square trinomial and difference of squares. Okay? It's going to help you out with this section. So go ahead and pause the video, do that. We're looking here at multiplying polynomials still, but special cases, okay? These special cases, they're still going to be easy for a lot of you guys because you're getting really good at, but you've got to pay attention to the vocabulary and connect it so that you can use it as a springboard for other difficult situations, okay? So there's going to be a couple of these for you guys to practice on, okay? I picked two that are going to illustrate pretty much the entire concept here, okay? So here we're going to have this situation, right? You guys have been here before, but it's important that you understand that this means this, okay? Again, it's not always just about the lesson, but it's always about the lesson that connects to the next lesson, right? A future lesson in some other class. Okay, so this, of course, equals itself, but more importantly, it equals, give me a second here, okay, it equals that quantity times itself, right? That's what that exponent says, okay? It's multiplied times itself that many times, okay? That's very powerful. I think a lot of people take that for granted or don't really know what it means, okay? This means that. Okay, so now that it's expanded like this, now it's a binomial times a binomial. 2 terms times 2 terms, I should get 4 total. Okay, so that's a quick way to check that you're doing things right. You guys did that with trinomials, so this should be easier. So this times this gives us 4v to the 4th. This times this gives us another positive 14, alphabetical order v squared. This one times this one, another positive, that's cool, 14 uv squared. And the last terms is another positive 49u squared. Okay. So I'm going to look to combine like terms. This one's the only v to the 4th. I'm going to actually put them in order alphabetically. So this one should be up here in the front. 49u squared. This one and this one looks like I can combine them, so it's plus 28u v squared, and then I'm left with 4v to the 4th. Okay, check my math on that. I love being corrected. Hopefully you do too, right? Making mistakes is an opportunity to learn. So, by the way, this here would be a perfect square trinomial. So here's what I want you to think. You guys can go from this direction to here pretty easy and to here pretty easy. But what if I gave you this and asked you, hey, can you put it in this form, right? Can you simplify it? Would you be able to? Okay, so yes, you guys are going to go fast, but at the end, look at this and be like, hey, could I really see how this becomes that and work my way backwards? Okay, so take some time to do that. Again, you're trying to become stronger at math and maybe you ever thought you could be. This is important. Could you stare at this and be like, hey, I can break this down into this form. And then once I get into this form, get it into that form. Okay? All right. So again, you're training your eyes for something a little more advanced. So anyways, here we have, that was the perfect square trinomial situation. Here, in this scenario, we have what? The difference of squares. Why? Because it's pretty much the same binomial, but here there's a minus and there's a plus. So let's go ahead and do what we always do and then make an observation, okay? So this times this is what? 81x to the 4th. This times this is negative 18x squared y squared. This times this is plus 18 x squared y squared. And the last one is what? Minus 4y to the 4th. Okay? So before I go do anything, notice this situation. I got a minus 18x squared y squared plus 18x squared y squared. So these are like terms, but they cancel each other out. And that's what's special about these difference of squares. They always do that. Okay? So I'm going to put 81 x to the 4th, excuse me, minus 4y to the 4th. And again, what's special, and you guys should have looked this stuff up in your definitions, is you have, with these difference of squares, these middle terms cancel out, and that's something to be on the lookout for. Alright guys, appreciate your time. We will continue in the classroom and keep up the good work.